So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Going down. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
That's good for our Colts. Here we go, strike.
And the shotgun, it's Richardson. Takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts just need 2 snaps to steal a lead. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Oh, he eats a hit to bring it into that return right near the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Smith. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
And Walker gets it for the first time. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Smith setting the throw. Walker hauls it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
4th down punt from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it. It's a fake from deep on their own half. Oh, no, disaster. It's intercepted. Colts take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
Not every fake is destined for the highlight reel, and that one's going to probably make the low light reel. They were all over that one from the start. Picked up the targets and coverage just about anywhere they threw it. An interception was possible.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Ready?
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor.
Whole game when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. They will take that execution every time.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Come on, come on.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Chased out to his right. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. On target to his man Taylor. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Pittman's got it. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Left wing 19. 2.
Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. If he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing now, Richardson. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Colts grow their lead just before halftime. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown, his second scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Gay with the point after. And the Colts make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Short kick gathered in at the 15. He stopped on the return at the 27. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Here we go. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Jones. He pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of you. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And now they face second down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass for those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. First down, Smith to throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts might be able to get some points late after the interception. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hand.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut. J speed. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun. Here's Smith. Into the hands of Walker. Going off the tackle, but lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
That's incomplete left side.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Well, that's one of those cases, and we see it at every level. He simply took off before he got full possession, and that's simply a drop.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Richardson back to throw. Great speed on the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Taylor again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They go again with Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Trying to throw for it with Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts push their lead further to start the half. You always tell me Bucket is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the side. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. Pass complete to Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was...
Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off Zaire Franklin. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. Heads up play from from the linebacker there to take a short, innocent pass and just turn it into a major highlight for him and his guys.
And I know people are watching that going, how in the world the quarterback not see that linebacker?
Yeah.
But sometimes, Kate, your focus is so much on the safeties, the nickel, the corner. You just take for granted you can fit that ball in. That linebacker said, not on my watch.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return coming from the 6. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Smith coming off that pick. Drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. And again. He goes down again. Back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Thankfully, so a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Shotgun snap to Smith. Cut deep on the line. Oh, the ball is out! And they scoop it up, time to push the line. And they'll advance it no further. They belt him as he tries bringing that fumble forward. So 4th down, big-legged Michael Dixon out to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. In at the 41. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And the Colts are going to be in great shape as they take over. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Let's go. Richardson. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Caught, nice gain left side. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts continue piling it on here in the 4th. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts continue piling on to this lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. That's a catch. Jackson Smith in Jigba. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Smith back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Hits some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. And again, it's Smith. On the move, headed right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
4 picks, one game, hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Let's go now.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now Richardson to throw. He's on the move. This is reeled in by Pittman. Rolling into enemy territory. Here he goes again. Michael Pittman Jr. It's like we've heard this before, Rob. They score again, and they grow that lead further. The Colts continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts grow their lead yet again.
46, Seahawks 7. Matt Gay to kick off for the Colts.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He puts everything behind this one. And they can't connect on the deep low. Strong up the snaps to play with them here. We get second down.
And with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Back to the air. It's Smith. Walker hauls it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field. But they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Smith setting the throw. And they pick him off again. That's Julian Blackmon. And the Colts take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. All right, and for those of you keeping score at home, that is the 6th. Yes, I said the 6th time they've intercepted it this game.
And I'm glad you repeated that, Kate, really, because I think a lot of people watching might have heard 6th and assumed they were wrong. That is a staggering total for any defense in any single game, and it doesn't come without every member of their defense doing their job. Even the ones without the stabs and the interceptions, they've done their part in pressure, they've done their part in coverage, and they've done their part to put together one of the best defensive days I've ever seen.
Flush down out to his left. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Into the ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Kobe Bryant has it. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, set now. 1st and 10. Smith to the air now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Second and 10. Again, it's Smith. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Throwing is Smith. Trying to push it deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any...
And here we go. It's another fake. And the fake works to perfection. He's got the 1st down.
The Seahawks take over.
Now Seattle going to call it second timeout.
At their own
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They go play action. Here's Smith. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the set. A bit of desperation on this deep shot, and they pick him off again. Picked off by Jalen Jones. And the Colts get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
The Colts take over.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. Kobe Bryant has it. And the Seahawks make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the 2nd half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. And that does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.